Friends, imagine this. One single move, just one listing, could send CRO Crypto.com's native token soaring the way it did back in 2021. Right now, the crypto world is buzzing because Robinhood already displays CRO's price info on the app, yet trading isn't enabled. And that little detail has everyone asking, is a massive breakout right around the corner? Today, I want to dig into that question and walk you through the full picture. The history that brought CRO here, the current rumors and what they might mean, why a Robinhood listing would be a different kind of catalyst than Coinbase was, and how a potential Cronos ETF and broader market momentum could change everything. Whether you're a long-term holder or just curiously watching from the sidelines, stick with me. We'll break it down simply and cover the outcomes you should be watching for next. Welcome to AI Crypto Pulse, your daily dose of crypto updates, AI-driven insights, and market trends. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest in crypto and blockchain technology. Now let's start by going back for a moment. Back in 2021, CRO hit the spotlight in a big way when Coinbase decided to officially list it. For many people, that moment felt like CRO had finally made it in the world of crypto. You see, a Coinbase listing isn't just about being able to trade a token, it's about validation. Coinbase is widely recognized as one of the most trusted platforms in the United States, and when they list a token, it instantly gains a level of legitimacy. For CRO, that was a milestone. That listing helped drive more adoption, attracted retail investors who wanted a simple way to buy, and perhaps most importantly, it played a major role in helping the token push close to the $1 mark. Now here we are in 2025, and the conversation has shifted to Robinhood. People are asking the big question, could Robinhood be the next platform to list CRO? And honestly, it makes a lot of sense to ask. Robinhood is one of the most popular apps for retail traders, not just for stocks, but also for crypto. The company has built a reputation for simplifying trading and attracting younger investors who might not want to go through the hassle of setting up accounts on multiple exchanges. For CRO, a Robinhood listing could mean exposure to millions of potential buyers who currently don't have easy access to the token. What makes this speculation even more interesting is that Robinhood already shows CRO's price chart. Yes, that's right. You can actually go on the app and see how CRO is performing day to day. But here's the catch. You can't trade it yet. That alone has sparked endless discussions online. Why would Robinhood display the chart of a token if they don't intend to eventually make it tradable? For many in the crypto community, this feels like a strong hint that a listing could be on the horizon. But let's go deeper than just speculation. The real question we should be asking is whether CRO meets the requirements for a Robinhood listing. When you look at the numbers, the answer is pretty convincing. CRO's market cap is strong enough to compete with many tokens already available on Robinhood. Its trading volume is also consistently healthy, meaning there's liquidity and active interest in the token. And when you compare CRO to some of the other coins already listed, like Pepe, it's hard not to notice that CRO looks even stronger fundamentally. In other words, if those tokens qualify for a Robinhood listing, CRO certainly has the credentials too. Now let's talk about a development that could act as the perfect backdrop for all of this: the potential approval of a Cronos ETF. If that ETF gets the green light, it would mark a significant step forward in mainstream recognition for the entire Cronos ecosystem. And here's the exciting part. An ETF approval could actually increase the chances of Robinhood deciding to add CRO. Think about it. With institutional-grade products being built around Cronos, retail platforms like Robinhood may feel even more pressure to provide their users with direct access to CRO. Timing is everything in crypto, and this could turn into a domino effect where one positive development quickly leads to another. Let's also not forget the role that timing has played historically in the crypto market. If you've been in this space for a while, you probably know that October has a reputation for being one of the strongest months for Bitcoin performance. And when Bitcoin rallies, it often pulls the rest of the market up with it. So imagine this scenario. The Cronos ETF gets approved in October. Robinhood announces a CRO listing around the same time, and Bitcoin enters one of its historically bullish months. That combination could create the perfect storm for CRO, giving it the momentum it needs to make a significant run. Of course, it's not all about speculation. We also need to look at what's happening with CRO's price levels right now. Currently, CRO is going through a bit of a retracement phase. That might sound negative, but retracements are actually a normal part of any healthy market cycle. They give investors a chance to enter at lower prices and allow the market to reset before making its next move. For CRO, two levels seem especially important, around 20 cents and 16 cents. These are key support zones where buyers have historically stepped in. If CRO manages to hold these levels, it sets the stage for a potential bounce and a new upward trend. Now let's talk about the bigger picture. Where could CRO realistically go if all of these bullish factors line up? Back in the 2021 bull market, the Coinbase listing was one of the main catalysts that helped CRO approach $1. That gives us some historical context. If Robinhood listings have had similar impacts on other tokens, then we could reasonably expect that CRO might once again target the $1 mark, or potentially go even further. Some optimistic analysts suggest that in a full-blown bull market, CRO could climb to $2 or even higher. For long-term holders who were disciplined enough to buy when CRO was trading as low as 4 or 5 cents, even a return to $1 would mean life-changing gains. That's the kind of upside potential that keeps investors excited. But beyond the numbers, what makes CRO especially compelling is the broader environment it's operating in. We're on the verge of what could be another major crypto bull cycle. Institutional money is showing more interest than ever before, new ETFs are being considered, and mainstream adoption continues to grow. In that kind of environment, strong tokens with real ecosystems backing them, like CRO and the Kronos blockchain, stand out as potential leaders. So when you put it all together, the story becomes clear. CRO has already proven itself once with the Coinbase listing back in 2021. Now in 2025, it has the potential to repeat that success, this time with Robinhood. The fundamentals are strong, the ecosystem is expanding, and the timing could line up perfectly with broader market trends. While no one can predict the future with absolute certainty, the outlook for CRO in the months ahead looks incredibly promising. For investors, the key takeaway is this: CRO is not just another speculative token floating around in the market. It has history, it has community, it has fundamentals, and most importantly, it has momentum on its side. If the Robinhood listing does happen, and if the Kronos ETF gets approved, it could set off a chain reaction that positions CRO as one of the standout altcoins of this cycle. So as we look forward to the next few months, keep your eyes on CRO. Whether you're already a holder or just watching from the sidelines, this is one of those tokens that could have a very big story to tell in 2025. This content is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss the latest crypto news and insights.